Yeah, that rain continues to come down for parts of our area this afternoon, but the good news is things are wrapping up, and by about 2 o'clock or so, we should start to see some drier conditions prevail across southern New England, but clearly still a wet scene here as we're looking at 195 heading through Fall River via our People's Credit Union Skycan network, courtesy of Primacare. Again, those temperatures in Fall River sitting right around 63 degrees, so it's fairly seasonal afternoon, even though we do have these dreary conditions in place, along with that breeze that will be with us all the way in to tomorrow too, with that south wind sustained at about 13 miles an hour. But looking at the radar, we can see the steadiest now coming down across parts of eastern Massachusetts, making its way towards the Cape, while some lighter rain back west, and that is going to be the overall trend as this front lifts through our area, and then we're going to start to see some drier conditions later on this afternoon. The center of low pressure with this storm system is actually just to the west of Albany right now, and it will continue to track its way up and into northern New England, and as it does so, we should be able to also miss out on some of those wraparound showers on the backside of this storm system. So here we are timing things out 2 o'clock this afternoon. Still a little bit damp across southeast Mass, but just clouds lingering. Temperatures right around 60 degrees more or less. Sunshine does break out, and we also start to see still a little bit more of a southwest wind between about 10 and 15 miles an hour this afternoon, so it'll be noticeably breezy, but at least that sun might break out for a little bit before those clouds kind of bring themselves back into the picture during the overnight time frame for a brief period of time before we wake up. Some clear skies, temperatures in the 40s tomorrow morning, and then we should actually start to warm up pretty quickly because notice cloud-free skies, and that's how it should be staying for much of our Tuesday. So as we can see here, temperatures climbing out of the 40s, topping out mid 60s, and we'll have to still continue to watch that southwest wind before it diminishes during the afternoon. We're going to have another storm system, though, after we catch our breath on Tuesday and enjoy that sunshine on Wednesday. We're anticipating that rain to be developing during the morning time frame, and then it should start to continue until about 10, 11 o'clock or so before it tapers off with some scattered rain showers. So not quite as intense as what we saw this morning, but still it will be a slower than usual drive most likely into work on Wednesday morning. The overall picture that we have with regards to our weather pattern going forward this week is this cool pool of air is going to be settling its way into the northeast here, and that will lead to some slightly below average temperatures, nothing too crazy, but highs in the 50s for the second part of the week. And then as we go into the weekend, jet stream lifts back to the north, and then it kind of flattens out. Usually when we get a flat jet stream, it's called a zonal pattern, and it's more or less just kind of some average conditions and a fairly dry and mundane weather pattern overall. So as we can see on the 10-day forecast, we'll have the showers wrapping up this afternoon, a little bit of sunshine emerging, more rain again on Wednesday, and then after that, Barb, it looks fairly solid to end the week, even though those temperatures are a little bit cool there heading into the weekend, but we're definitely going to take that over what we had this morning.